Hello everyone, let's talk about the news that Ubisoft's financial details are out right now. Their Q3 financial details. Interesting reading, and it's interesting to see why they're skipping Assassin's Creed this year. Assassin's Creed Syndicate, slow sales is what they said. That's what they said. Less than expected, okay, and there's no Assassin's Creed game, okay. Slower launch than expected, Assassin's Creed Syndicate. It's not really surprising. I think a lot of people are having franchise fatigue, certainly with Assassin's Creed. I got tired of it. I think Assassin's Creed 2 was the best in the series, and it's never really been that good ever since. But you know, people tended to eat that up every year. But yeah, some interesting stats really about this current console generation. Ubisoft are quite a good actual good company to look at in terms of their stats breakdown of sales by platform. Because they do put out, I think everything they put out is multi-platform. I don't think they do any console exclusives. Don't think so. But yeah, it's interesting to see the PlayStation 4 is the lead platform. 41% of their sales in quarter 3 2015-2016. PlayStation 4. Xbox One is second, 27%, quite a lead. The PC is third, 12% of their sales on PC. You've got the Wii is behind the next one with 6%, Xbox 360 4%, the Wii U sits on 3%, the PlayStation 3 on 2%, and others, I'm assuming, is mobile. I'm assuming that's mobile. 5% of their sales come from mobile. It gives you the 100% of their sales, obviously. But it's interesting to see that the PlayStation 4 accounts for nearly half of all their sales. In fact, if you add up the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox One sales, you still don't get the PC and Xbox One sales, should we say, you still don't quite meet the PS4 sales. It's only 39% if you add those two platforms together. So they're two kind of chief platform competitors. Interesting to see. It's interesting to see that the all platforms grew, but the PC growing 9% of their sales came from PC in 2014-2015 compared to 12% in 2015-2016. So PC gaming growing. I mean, the PS4 is growing as well. The Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 sales are shrinking, to be expected, to be honest with you. That's it's not a surprise. I mean, we move from one generation to the next. But the interesting thing is that a lot of people moving from Xbox 360 to PlayStation 4 by the looks of it. I mean, the Xbox One sales did grow. It was 23% to 27%. The PlayStation 4 was 34%, 2014, 2015, quarter 3, and it grew to 41% in 2015, 2016. That's the quarter 3 is the period over the holiday season. So it's always like the best quarter to take a look at because that's when they generate their most sales generally in that quarter. The majority of their sort of annual sales will come from quarter 3 because it's just the holiday season. But it is very, very interesting. You know, the PC is sitting third. It's not bad, 12%. Hopefully it means, you know, we're worth developing for on PC. We're certainly ahead of the Wii U, you know, and the last generation, which is to be expected that they will shrink. It's not really a surprise. So there's no main Assassin's Creed game coming out this year. I guess it makes sense. It does need a new game engine. I think the game engine it's running on is getting pretty old now. I mean, it does. They do need time. Just take their time, polish the game. You know, release it polished. You don't want another Assassin's Creed Unity. I think they did suffer. Syndicate suffered from Unity's disaster. Okay, that was one of the things that I think Assassin's Creed Syndicate certainly paid the price of Unity. And yeah, I guess people didn't want to get burned twice. You know. That's one of the biggest reasons, certainly. Interesting sales data. Well, it's not really interesting. The breakdown of sales by geographic location. Surprise, surprise. North America, Europe, the highest. 43% sales, Europe. 47% North America. It's not a surprise. 10% is the rest of the world. They don't really make a lot of they don't really make a lot of games that appeal to any other really regions like Japan or anything like that. They don't really appeal to the East, I guess. Europe, I think Europe counts. I think Australia does count as part of European because it's PAL territories they generally consider as Europe. So there's some outlying, like Australia and New Zealand counts as PAL territory, you know, because it's the PAL format that they use generally. That's how they used to count it. I don't know if they're counting it in this sales, but there's no mainline Assassin's Creed game coming out. There is Watch Dogs. Watch Dogs 2 is coming. Hopefully they get it right. Hopefully they don't have graphical downgrades. Don't. If you see them at E3 this year, don't always take what you read with a pinch of salt. Apparently the Division got a graphical downgrade as well. So it was interesting to see that they're in a position to take not to release a new Assassin's Creed for 2016-2017. The fiscal year begins in April. It begins in every company in April of so there will be an Assassin's Creed game, I guess, in 2017, because it doesn't mean you won't get one in 2017, as they say it, 2016-2017, because it's April to April, so you probably get one in sort of November time as well. So they're moving away from annual iterations, which is good. You know, what they said was they want to give Assassin's Creed teams more time to take advantage of new engines and technology, which makes sense. You know, it's a good decision from Ubisoft. I say that, we do give Ubisoft a lot of shit, and rightfully so on a lot of occasions. I did buy the Ubisoft Humble bundle, which is pretty decent deal. I didn't buy the Division one for $75. I bought the $15 one. What I tend to do is I buy quite a few sort of Humble bundles, and I might do a giveaway actually of some of the games. I already own Far Cry 3 and Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon, so I might do a giveaway. If you want a copy of Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon, get in touch. You can leave your get in touch, comment below if you want a free copy of Far Cry 3, or I'll give away them both separately. Far Cry 3, Far Cry Blood Dragon, there you go. We'll give them away because I already own them. So I bought that Humble Bundle. It'll be a Humble Bundle code. It will be a Uplay code, unfortunately. So that what I did was I went to Uplay, put in my codes, and of course Uplay is down. Okay, you know Uplay is down because if the day of the week ends in a Y, Uplay is probably down. It's a pretty shitty service. I wish they would get rid of that for PC gaming. I'm sure they could grow their sales. Saying that, Ubisoft, you could maybe get better than 12% of the sort of the market. 12% of your game sales will be on PC. If you got rid of Uplay, I think that would increase, because just, I mean, Steam is sort of fine. We don't want to have Steam and Uplay, two clients just to launch a game is a pain in the arse. Because even if you buy the Steam version, of course, you still have to install Uplay, which is a pain in the arse. I have Uplay installed. I'll probably have Assassin's Creed Syndicate gameplay in the background of this video. I haven't decided yet, so I'll check out the Crew. I'm going to get that. That's what I really wanted. I wanted Assassin's Creed Rogue, and I wanted the Crew as well. So I'll check out the Crew, certainly. It's an MMO type racer, so we'll have a go at that at some point. But anyway, that is all for this video, so thank you for joining me, and we'll see you again soon, and goodbye.